Brothers 3. Yeah.
Over $150,000 worth of video game, and it's captured forever in time in this video clip. Our trip to New York in 1990 became known as the Nintendo Vacation.
This has become the Nintendo Vacation.
My cousins, Mikey and Manny, they were full-blown Nintendo maniacs.
Manny will win these all for you by tomorrow.
Yeah, I could win that today.
Okay.
Every morning, we would wake up, and the first thing we would do was go right up to the Nintendo machine. My dad even says it on camera, because that's what was happening.
Well, you guys get up, and the first thing you do is walk right up to the Nintendo machine, huh?
That was our routine every day of this trip. And one of the games that was introduced to me that my cousins had was Super Mario Bros. 3.
Now you can win the new Super Mario Bros. 3 cartridge, because in specially marked bags of Chips Ahoy and Oreo cookies, there's a game card.
Show the camera how you dunk. Dunk your cookie. Now take your hands out. That's a good Oreo commercial.
I loved watching my cousin Manny play the game. He was so good at it. It was like watching the master at work, the king of games. That was Manny, that's what we called him, and he proved it time and time again.
Maybe tomorrow you want to see me win Super Mario 3?
Yeah.
I think my Aunt Michelle took notice of the fact that I was really enjoying Super Mario Bros. 3. It was one of those games where I would want to play it first thing in the morning when we woke up.
I think I got to 36 on Gauntlet.
You did?
Yeah, I have the code, but that goes to 34 though.
Hey, not fair. That's mine. Hey, I'm Mario. I got that star and Tyler got it now. I got it.
And so Aunt Michelle, she just loved to give. She really did. And she wanted to give to me at this time, this highly impressionable time in my life. She saw the joy that was coming into my life and into my heart thanks to these Nintendo games. Later on in this trip, Aunt Michelle decided to surprise me with Super Mario Bros. 3. But for any of you who were around back then and can remember the insanity that was trying to get Super Mario Bros. 3, you already know what happened.
Super Mario Bros. 3, the hottest Nintendo game around.
My family could not find the game. Anywhere they went, it was sold out. This game was one of those titles, I tell you, probably one of the first, definitely one of the most infamous games to sell out and be unattainable early on in 1990 when the game was released. This was one of those white whales, one of those games that you just couldn't find, but you just had to have. And if you saw it, oh my gosh, insanity ensued.
It's like a challenge, and you feel you have to, finish it.
You had people fighting each other for this game. It was that kind of game.
Mario! Mario!
Mario!
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Bros. 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Happy birthday to you.
My birthday came and went, and I opened up all of my presents from my family.
That's cool. Show the camera.
Super Mario Bros. 3 was not one of them.
And socks. Wow. And look at the nice t-shirt. Oh, look. Wow.
I think I if that was.
Super Mario Bros. 3 eluded me. It seemed as though Super Mario Bros. 3 was going to have to be a game we would need to find later. Perhaps we wouldn't even find it on this trip. But before the vacation was over, before all was said and done, my aunt decided, you know what, let's try one more store. We were visiting some extended family, Cousin Teresa and Cousin Mark. We were visiting them at their house, and she decided, you know what, this is a different area of town. Let me try the Toys R Us on this side of town. Bingo bango. Aunt Michelle found Super Mario Bros. 3 at the local Toys R Us near Cousin Teresa's house. And she decided to surprise me with the game. They thought it would be this amazing thing that I would lose my mind over this. It was going to be one of the biggest surprises of the trip. I'll just let my Aunt Michelle explain how they found the game.
Everybody snuggle up.
If anyone could have made a gun of such magnitude, it would have been the murdered scientist Gerald Ford.
Oh, hey guys.
Wow, look at
The
this.
world improved their artillery.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Yeah, we just got it. We were lucky. One of the chosen few, we found it. Where'd you find it? Toys R Us, right here.
What do you think, Tyler? Look up.
We just got them in. They only had
Tyler.
30. Tyler, look up.
Tonight, it was a beautiful launch 2 hours ago. The Palaver is
Tablecloth.
other services for the more
He
than
drooled.
You're drooling jelly beans all over your
Oh, you
toy.
like Ringo?
I know what you're probably thinking after looking at this clip. You're probably thinking, what's wrong with him? Why does he seem like he's so disappointed? Well, I wasn't disappointed. I think I was just a young 4-year-old kid who didn't really understand the concept of getting a game like this. It was weird. Getting games was becoming a new thing for me. And my cousins, Manny and Mikey, they already had established the fact that Super Mario Bros. 3 was their game. I think in some weird way, I thought it was their game I was getting, that it wasn't mine, that Aunt Michelle was literally giving me their copy of the game.
Fine then, I'm gonna keep on playing.
I felt odd about it. I felt strange sitting there with them celebrating this. I remember kind of thinking like, aren't Manny and Mikey going to miss this when I take it back home with me to Texas? I mean, those are the weird kind of things that go through your head when you're 4 years old and still understanding the concept of consumerism and owning things. But the bigger mystery here, guys, is not my reaction to getting Super Mario Bros. 3. No, the bigger mystery here is that the copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 that my Aunt Michelle is holding and that was given to me as a kid was in fact the rare variant version of Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, what makes it so rare, you ask? Well, it's a simple mistake on the cover of the game. In the original run of the game, they accidentally put the brothers in Super Mario Bros. 3 on the left side of the box. This looks odd. It looks like bad graphic design. There's a space under the word Mario that clearly is where this brothers belongs. The word brothers needs to be underneath Mario in this little space here. And that's not what happened. There was a mistake, and Nintendo corrected it after the next shipments and after the next pressings of the game came through. Now, man, this game sold like hotcakes. So many copies sold out rather quickly. Very quickly, Nintendo corrected the error of their ways and put Brothers where it was supposed to be in further printings of the game. And it's not just the box. The cartridge also had the mistake. So there were two things that needed to be fixed: the cartridge and the box itself. Now, finding this game today, it's hard to find the cartridge version like this, and you definitely want to keep an eye out for it. What's infinitely harder is finding a good copy, mint copy, boxed version of the game with this mistake. that is definitely something to covet. It's definitely something that's worth some money. But guys, what is infinitely more valuable and rare is owning a copy of this version of the game that is unopened and sealed. As recently as 2022, this game and this version, a sealed copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 with the rare variant on the cover, sold at auction for over $156,000. What absolutely blows my mind is that when I look back at this video clip, I don't just see Super Mario Bros. 3 now. I don't just see my childhood copy of the game. No, I see me and my family, my Aunt Michelle, holding over $150,000 worth of video games.
Just got them in. They only had 30.
It's not opened. It's brand new. It's sealed. And it's captured forever in time in this video clip. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. If only I could have had a Marty McFly moment or a Biff Tannen moment and gone back in time with Doc Brown's time machine and told my family, told my young self, or even my Aunt Michelle, my dad, whatever you do, do not open this copy of this game. Buy another one when you find it. Leave this one sealed for over 30 years, okay? Wait till the year 2024 and you're gonna cash in, you're gonna hit the jackpot, you're gonna be set for so long because this game goes for over $150,000. What you're holding in your hands is over $150,000. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so crazy. Really, I can't put a dollar amount on the joy that Super Mario Bros. 3 gave me as a child. I'm glad I opened that game. I'm glad it wasn't kept perfect and behind glass. You know, games were meant to be played. They were meant to inspire us as kids, and they were meant to help us. And Super Mario Bros. 3 is definitely one of those heart games, you know? It's one of those games I can look back to, and I can remember obsessing over this game. I can remember lying in bed at night, wanting to return to the world of Super Mario Bros. 3.
This place is called Dark Level.
Finding the hidden whistles throughout the game and using them to go to different warp zones and help me get through the game faster. All the different costumes that Mario could change into and superpowers he gained from those costumes. The raccoon suit, the mini games in between stages, the wild airship battles as you fought the Koopalings and ultimately tried to save Princess Toadstool, as we called her back then. So much of my childhood happiness came from Super Mario Bros. 3. And I'm glad, really glad I opened it. It's fun to think about going back in time and making different decisions, right? But you can't change the past. And this is definitely one of those things I never would have wanted to change. Because Super Mario Bros. 3, experiencing it at that age, in that time period, oh man, it was one of the greatest moments of my retro life. Well, that about does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed traveling back in time with me to spring of 1990 when my family got me Super Mario Bros. 3. Aunt Michelle, she came through in the clutch and got me the game. Little did I know back then it was the rarest game in my collection had I never opened it and kept it sealed, kept it behind glass. But you know what? I didn't do that. I opened it up and it became one of the most greatest games I ever played in my life. And I'm thankful for it. It's fun to look back and realize, man, I had quite a treasure in my hands on that night. If this is your first time to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I love talking about my game crazy family and all of the amazing adventures we had with video games, so many of which were caught on tape by my dad. So you tell me, guys, write it in the comments below. If you had a time machine and could go back in time and tell yourself, don't open this game or go and buy this game, what would you do as a gamer with that sort of foresight and power? What would you say to your younger self that would maybe change your life as a gamer today? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, that's it. I'm Tyler. I'll catch you next time.